What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel, Sports, Life, and Politics TV. And today, we're going to be going over another prison break. Now, I've covered all these prison breaks that have happened here recently. And one thing that's become extremely obvious is that either the prison system is completely breaking down or somebody's helping these inmates out of the jail. Because usually it's pretty difficult to escape off a prison bus. Usually it's extremely difficult to walk right out the front door of a prison. In some of these cases, some of the negligence by some of these prison guards is absolutely astounding. Now, in this case, we have four brothers, four black men on the run. And while I'm making this, something just came to my mind. I wonder what's the longest period of time a black man escaped prison and was on the run? That's a hell of a question right there. But let's take a look at this clip and see what the hell is going on, y'all.
Manhunt in Virginia. The U.S. Marshal Service and the FBI, they're searching for 4 inmates who escaped from prison over the weekend. This is the latest in a string of escapes, and it comes after Alabama Corrections Officer Vicky White helped convict Casey White escape.
And I made a video on these two. Big Meth and Low Mayonnaise. These two people went on the run after obviously Vicky White fell in love with Casey White when he was behind bars. These are two of the ugliest motherfuckers. I understand why she fell in love with an inmate. No man, no free man would ever want that woman. Let's take a look at this lady one more time. Let's take a look at Vicky White one more time.
4 inmates who escaped from prison over the weekend. This is the latest in a string of escapes, and it comes after Alabama Corrections.
Now, if that ain't one of the most butt ugly white women you've ever seen in your life, my goodness. I mean, I honestly, this is the honest to God truth, y'all. I do not blame her for feeling like this is her last hope in love. Seriously. Keep the video going.
Officer Vicky White helped convict Casey White escape back in April of this year. The two leading the feds on an 11-day manhunt, which ended in Indiana with Vicky dead and Casey extradited back to Alabama. Then just earlier this month, a 3-week-long search for escape.
I did a video on this guy, Gonzalo Lopez, the Mexican MacGyver. Absolutely hilarious video, but it didn't end in a hilarious fashion. 5 more innocent people ended up dying. And obviously somebody helped him off of that bus, and it was somebody who worked for the Texas prison system, who we do not know. They probably would never tell us, but it is obvious that he didn't get off that bus by using a knife. You can't cut through a metal door using any kind of a shank. You need some kind of electric saw or somebody to leave a door unlocked, period. But this is Gonzalo Lopez, aka the Mexican MacGyver, where he was able to escape off of a bus using a toothpick and a little bit of pubic hair.
Convict killer Gonzalo Lopez came to an end following the stabbing of a prison bus driver, the murder of a family, and a shootout with police. It's believed the death row inmate had help from the inside. Ileana Diaz is...
There it is. I'm surprised they said that. They believe he had help from the inside. That's the first time I heard anybody say that publicly, because that was plainly obvious that he had help from the inside. Because this guy was able to do, I mean, he was chained and shackled down to the ground. He had handcuffs on, he had shackles on his feet. He was able to get out of that. Then he had a metal door. He was able to get through that. It was 2 armed guards. He was able to get through them. He was able to take control of the bus, drive the bus for a little while before they said somebody shot out one of the wheels. And then he was able to not run into the woods, but kind of walk like Jason Voorhees, because he really wasn't running that fast. He didn't look like he was that great of an athlete. Keep the video going.
Live with what we're learning about this latest story and inmates. I mean, it just seems like there's a string of breakouts. We just named the 2 most infamous ones, Ileana.
Yeah, we've been covering this now for weeks, different cases, and now in this case, apparently these inmates were last seen Saturday morning around 1:45. That's when prison officials say they noticed that those inmates had escaped that prison area, and now the prison officials are asking they're asking the public for your help. Now, take a look at this video here. The 4 prisoners were in Hopewell, Virginia. That's about a half-hour south of Richmond at a federal prison satellite camp. Officials say these kinds of camps are usually next to or connected to the prison's main building. The inmates staying there provide labor to the prison or to off-site.
Oh, they provide labor to the prison. So basically they was on a on a prison plantation. So they had these brothers on there working for free. They probably took the Virginia Underground Railroad and got the hell out of Dodge. Keep the video going.
Work programs. Federal prison camps usually have limited or no fencing and are made up of mostly nonviolent offenders who have less than 10 years left on their sentence.
So she said they had less. Usually these guys in this particular prison, on this particular camp, have less than 10 years left on their sentence. Most of the time, I would say 99% of the time, when black men have less than 10 years, they don't try to escape from jail. Not 4 of them. Maybe you can get 1. Even that's rare, because he can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? Because when they say less than 10, it can be 7, it can be 6, it can be 4. We don't know the exact time. She just gave a broad scale of years from anywhere from 10 on down. That's interesting. My Negro Spidey senses once again are tingling like a motherfucker. Keep the video going.
And here's what we know about these 4 missing inmates in this incident. Corey Branch is 41 years old with a 13-year sentence for firearm possession and intent to sell the deadly drug fentanyl.
So he had a 13-year sentence, but we don't know. She didn't tell us how much time he had already served. Whatever it was, we know it was less than 10 years. So that's Corey Branch.
Then there's Tavares Graham. He's 44 years old with a 10-year sentence for drug and firearm possession with a history of drug trafficking. Lamonte Williams is 30 years old, serving an 18-year sentence for possessing and concealing a stolen firearm as a convicted felon. And this is Kareem Shah. He's 46 years old, and he's serving 16 years for conspiracy to possess and intent to distribute a large amount of heroin.
Now, usually drug dealers, especially black ones, they spend very little time trying to escape from jail. Where the hell did these 4 brothers go other than their auntie and them house? There ain't a lot of places for 4 black men who escape from prison to go or even hide out at. I would love to know where the hell these brothers are at. Seriously. Something's odd. I want to hear this one more time, because it sounds like just some drug dealers, y'all.
And this is Kareem Shah. He's 46 years old.
Let me go back a little bit. I want to hear it again. I want to hear one more time.
Then there's Tavares Graham. He's 44 years old with a 10-year sentence for drug and firearm possession with a history of drug trafficking. Lamonte Williams is 30 years old, serving an 18-year sentence for possessing and concealing a stolen firearm as a convicted felon. And this is Kareem Shah. He's 46 years old, and he's serving 16 years for conspiracy to possess and intent to distribute a large amount of heroin. And now, Adrian, the U.S. Marshals and the FBI are working together to try to find...
So you got 4 drug dealers, not 1 murderer. No pedophilia, no rape. Their time was under 10 years. And all 4 of them decided that they were going to escape from prison. I don't know, y'all. Something ain't right. If you watching this and you're a Negro, you know I'm right. Something ain't right. Something being completely left out of this story. I don't know if the brothers was coerced out of escaping from prison. I don't know. And I'm not just saying that because I'm black. I'm just saying when black men have under 10 years. I've had cousins and family and friends that went to the penitentiary, and none of them, when they was under 10 years, was talking about escaping. This is highly, highly suspicious. If these brothers truly did escape, when they find them, 100% they gonna find these niggas. You can book that. You can bet your sweet ass they gonna find them. But we'll never get the full story on why 4 black men in the state of Virginia in a work camp or a prison plantation will want to escape from jail when they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. None of them had life now, y'all. Not one of them. I would love to see how this story plays out. This is going to be extremely interesting, but I'm going to let the video finish out.
These 4 escapees, and they say, like in any other situation, do not approach any of these men if you see them. Instead, they want you to call police.
All right, Eliana, thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Now, you guys, that case, I don't know. Like I told you guys, I covered this. Gonzalo Lopez, the Mexican MacGyver, and Andrew Kristovich. He was able to get out. He was on the loose. Vicky White and Casey White, they was out on the loose. Only one or two things, y'all. Either these prison systems are completely falling apart and the people they're hiring are completely incompetent, or people are helping these people get out of prison. That's just, I mean, it's only one or two things that can be happening. Only one or two things that can be happening. But these 4 brothers that's on the go, there's no way they shouldn't have found them like you would think the same day. It's 4 black men. Come on now. When 4 niggas get out of jail, they escape from jail, they gonna be looking hard and fast. But I'm telling y'all, there's a lot more to this story. Will we ever get the whole story? I doubt it. But don't be surprised. You heard it here first. When this story finally hits the fan, that is something else to this. That somebody helped them or something else is going on. You can bet your bottom fucking dollar. But hey, man, I just want to, touch bases in with that little video and kind of show that something's going on in the American prison system, man. But I appreciate all the support, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I just took y'all some one hell of a 4 brothers got away ride. Peace.